All right, let's begin. I want you to imagine that, what are there, six, seven, eight of us here? There's eight of us in a little bus, an eight-person bus, and we're driving down the highway. We're going 70 miles an hour, which for those of you in Canada, I don't know how many meters that is, probably about 100 kilometers an hour. So we're going pretty fast down the highway. There's three lanes in one direction, there's three lanes in the other direction, and we're just right in the middle lane, surrounded by cars that are going the exact same speed as us. And we're just going. You look out the window and you see other people, you can wave to them. We're going at 70 miles an hour, they're going 70 miles an hour. But now I want you to imagine that we're slowing down quite a bit. We're slowing down to 50 miles an hour. You look out the window, you start to see the cars are passing us pretty quickly. Now we go down to 40 and 30 and 20 miles an hour. Now we're going really slow, and the cars are whizzing by us on both sides of us. And now we're going 10 miles an hour. And we're slowing down even more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, full stop. We hear the rain on the car. We hear the windshield wipers. You look out to the left and right, and it's just a blur. Traffic is just whizzing by. Take a breath and just settle in at 0 miles an hour. Let everybody go flying by. That's okay. I don't know where they're going. Truth is, they don't know where they're going either. Now I want you to see, and hopefully this doesn't make anybody nervous, but I want this car to rise off the ground. We're in a little bus. There's 7 or 8 of us rising off the ground. And now you can look down and you see the traffic is flowing in both directions. Again, it looks like just a blur. And you keep rising. And eventually, our bus gets into the clouds. And now the clouds surround us, very dark, gray, dim. You still see the rain on the windows. And we continue to rise. And now the bus pops out of the top of the clouds, and all around us is blue sky. Every direction, endless blue sky. The sun is above our head. Here are the key points, the key analogy points. The clouds are mind. The third dimension, everybody rushing around, you can still see them. I don't know where they're going, but they're in a big hurry. They are controlled by mind, subconscious mind. The third dimension is a mental. We live in a mental universe. It's controlled by our thoughts, by our subconscious. That's what's controlling the third dimension. We are in the fourth dimension. We are above mind. We are above time. We have all the time in the world for things to work out. I have all the time in the world for things to work out. From the fourth dimension, it's limitless in every direction. Limitless. And the important thing to understand in the fourth dimension is that there's nobody playing defense. Nobody is telling you what to do, nobody's giving you instructions, and nobody's stopping you from doing whatever you choose to do in the fourth dimension. You are above time. And what I want you to see is that in truth, the universe, time, operates in longer rhythms and cycles. And in the fourth dimension, you can begin to see those rhythms and cycles. In the third dimension, it's all coming at you so fast, you don't really understand universal laws and principles. They don't really vibe with you in the third dimension. But in the fourth dimension, you can look down and you can see that time operates in longer periods and cycles. And so what you can do in the fourth dimension is plant seeds, not expecting immediate results, but you plant fourth dimensional seeds into mind, into your own mind, your own subconscious, and watch as those seeds take root and grow over time. In the fourth dimension, you're working with the longer rhythms of time. You're not working against time, you're working with the longer rhythms of time. Many people, business people, wealthy people, some regular people, operate in the fourth dimension. They don't know it, but they're operating the fourth dimension on a regular basis because they're working with the power of time. They put plans in place that take months, years, decades. They invest in financial vehicles that 20, 30 years later are worth millions. But you have to be patient because compounding takes time. There's a different element of time in the universe that we are not aware of in the third dimension that you become aware of in the fourth dimension. I want you to look down on yourself. You're sitting in a chair, wherever you're sitting. I want you to notice a couple of things about yourself. First of all, you can look back in one direction and you can see from the beginning of your life all of the elements that have gone into making you who you are. Your parents, your family, your society, your education, your successes, your failures, all the times you cried, all the times you laughed, every job you've ever had, all of these things have woven together into what I call a life stream. It's like a cable. It's a bunch of thousands of wires on the inside, and then it's all wrapped into one cable. That's your life stream from the time you were born until the now moment. And in the fourth dimension, you can look down on that life stream. You can look down towards the past, and you can see right now the now moment. The other thing you can see, this is important, if you don't change anything about your life stream will just continue on exactly as it has been. But if you want to be healthier, happier, more successful, more balanced, have better relationships, anything that you want to change about your life, it's not going to happen by itself. You have to consciously plant seeds. And as I said, if you come to the fourth dimension and you X out of this Zoom call and you say, oh, I was in the fourth dimension, that's great for you, but you didn't do anything with the knowledge. You didn't do anything. The fourth dimension, the power of the fourth dimension, as I said, is time. And nobody's playing defense. So I'm going to show you how to create plans in the fourth dimension, which is what we're going to do for our collective in our little administrative steering committee. We're going to start to create plans, and no one can stop those plans. There's only one rule about the plan. The plan has to be how to fix yourself. You can't use the power of the fourth dimension to fix other people. You can't use it to fix the outside world. You can only do it to make yourself a better person. And I want you to look down on yourself right now and realize that your body is not moving. That's very important to understand. Your body does not have a mind of its own. It doesn't have its own agenda. It will not move until you give it permission to move. Your body will not move until you tell it to move or give it permission to move or lose this awareness. Those are really important things. In the third dimension, and I mean this in every way, you are an avatar. You're something inside you is telling that body what to do. That body is an avatar. And what does it do when we don't tell it what to do? It lives by what? By habit. It just does the same thing
Sorry.
over and over and over again. And if you don't change anything, tomorrow you'll do the exact same things you did today and next day and the next week, next month, next year, next decade. If you don't change anything, that avatar has no instructions, so it's just going to keep operating under the control of subconscious mind. So let's say you say, I want to be healthier. I look down at that avatar and say, I've been working from that perspective my whole life, and I'm still not healthy. I keep putting off my health. Well, in the fourth dimension, when you develop a plan for your health, in the fourth dimension, nobody's playing defense. In the third dimension, there's excuse after excuse after excuse as to why you can't be healthy. Oh, and it's usually somebody else's fault. It's their fault. I'm a victim. I don't have time. I don't have any. I try, but I just can't. In the fourth dimension, there's no excuse. You're the decider. When you decide you're going to be healthy, you'll be healthy. When you decide you're going to take 3 deep breaths every morning and 3 deep breaths every night, who's stopping you from doing it? Well, in the fourth dimension, nobody's stopping you from doing it. In the third dimension, your subconscious mind says, "Oh, no, no, we don't do deep breathing. We don't have any time for that. We've got to watch TV. We've got to do all these subconscious things, all these routines and habits you have." In the third dimension, you're constantly self-sabotaging. The fourth dimension is different because you're in control of your thoughts and nobody's playing defense. You can breathe deeply. You can stretch every day. You can cultivate the energy flow in your body. You can learn to hold more light in your body. No one is stopping you. The blueprints that you create, the thought matrices that you put together in the fourth dimension belong to you, and you are the decider. You are your own coach. You're your own accountability partner. You're the one. Say, hey, look, I'm looking at my life stream and I'm just not healthy. I think I'm healthy. I tell everyone I'm healthy, but I know I'm not exercising enough. I'm not doing my deep breathing. I'm not stretching. I'm sitting too many hours a day. Looking at my life stream, if I don't change 10 years from now, I'm still going to be unhealthy. So this is where you're going to plant the seeds, the fourth dimensional seeds that decide your health. You can create your own future. You can write it down and become that, and no one's playing defense. And if you can change your health habits, I assure you, you can change anything about yourself. So the power of the fourth dimension is to look down at your own life and bring different aspects of your life into balance from a higher perspective. If you try to bring your life in balance from third dimensional thinking, you're integrated into a world, the world itself is out of balance. So you can't be balanced in a world and systems and families and circumstances that are out of balance. You can't get your balance if everything else is out of balance. In the fourth dimension, all that gets swiped left. It doesn't exist anymore. And if you want to bring yourself into balance, that's the point of the fourth dimension. Establish your values and principles. Decide on your moral character. What do you really stand for? Who do you want to be in this world? How do you want to go in this world? Number two, plan your health, your relationships, your parenting skills, your schoolwork, whatever it is you want to plan, you can build a plan for it in the fourth dimension, and it will manifest over time because now you're working with the rhythm of time. You're not working against time. When you set expectations, well, I'm going to exercise and I'm going to be healthy in a week. As soon as you set an expectation, you set up a resistance. The universe doesn't operate like that. You plant seeds and give them time to grow. And the third thing you want to do is you want to cultivate patience. Patience. That's what's going to start to bring you that feeling of inner peace.